Yo, what's happening, guys? So Nasdaq is sitting at a level right now that I think every trader needs to be watching, because if we lose this area and confirm it below on the daily time frame, I genuinely think Nasdaq could fall off a cliff from here. And the downside target I'm watching is all the way around 26,295. That's a massive move lower. But there's one specific confirmation I need to see before I become fully bearish, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm looking at in this video. I'm also going to jump into the TMT later in the video and show you how I'm using the trading journal and also the data to actually review my trades and identify mistakes and understand whether my strategy isn't performing. So let's go straight into it, and welcome back to the video, guys. So I'm jumping straight into the daily time frame, and the first thing I want to show you is the EMA, right? So if we look over here, this is a 55-day moving average, right? Whenever we trade above it, we see a reaction, right? So whenever price is above the zone and it's acting as a support, right, we normally see price go higher. But we are testing this once again, right? We tested it over here, we tested it over here, and now we're testing it again. The more we test a support zone or a resistance zone, what tends to happen is we actually it becomes weaker, right? So it becomes weaker, which means that there's a good chance that it might fail soon. So when looking at this chart, what you can see is we have a downside target of 26,000, well, within the zone between this area. So 26.8 and 25.8, right? And how did I get that target? You actually want to take it from this low, right? You want to take the Fibonacci retracement from this low to this high, okay? So if I grab that tool, bang, from there to there, we get this zone. Okay, and it's called the golden pocket, which means the probability of us bouncing from the golden pocket is actually more realistic and more probable than any other zone, right? It's the 0.5 and 0.618. So what does that mean? It means that the Nasdaq is currently trading right now and it's above this moving average. Okay, so if the Nasdaq starts closing a daily candle below this 55 moving average and we fail to reclaim it, then that's where I think things could get very, very ugly. I'm not interested in blindly shorting this just because we've had a red candle. I want confirmation. I want to see price lose the 55 EMA, close below, and ideally come back up, retest as a resistance. And if that happens, my bias becomes much more bearish. Now, this is where the chart gets very interesting. If we pull the Fibonacci, which is what I've been showing you, there's that area that we're looking at, and that's a massive zone for the Nasdaq. And if the 55 EMA fails, there isn't a huge amount of clean support on this chart before we start moving towards a deeper retracement area. And that's why I'm saying the Nasdaq could potentially fall off a cliff if we break this level. I'm not just saying it has to crash today. I'm saying the structure is giving us a very clear invalidation and a very clear area to watch. And this is also where TMT becomes a massive part, because one of the biggest mistake traders made is thinking they know what's working without actually looking at the data. So inside TMT, I can go into my journal and review the trade. So I'll show you guys. Let me show you here. So let me just log in. But everything is on TMT, guys. Every single thing. So you can see the dashboard, my trades, bag tracker, and the strategies, analytics. Everything is on here, right? So the thing is with TMT, it shows you if your strategy is working, what's not working, everything like that. So you must check it out. I've done a video on it multiple times. There's also like a series within the channel where you can actually look into it. So make sure you guys do check that. Also, there's a link in the description to actually sign up to TMT from YouTube. So let's go back to the chart though, to show you. So for example, like you can also just on TMT, you can also say like, do my shorts perform better than after the moving average rejection? Am I losing money because I'm entering before confirmation? There's all these questions your trading journal should actually be answering, and that's why I like TMT. I'm not just generating a trade and forgetting about it. I'm actually using my data to understand why trading and make adjustments based on my results. So coming back to the Nasdaq, you can actually see it's very simple. The 55 EMA is around 28,889, and it's a level I'm watching. If buyers reclaim this area and we start seeing a strong daily close above it, then I'll respect the possibility of move higher. But if we close below this and retest the EMA and the seller step in, that's the setup I'm interested in. And there's a 26,295 becomes a major downside area. So watch. This could be one of the bigger Nasdaq moves we've seen recently. So I think the next few daily closes are going to be extremely important. So let me know in the comments, do you think Nasdaq holds this level, or are we going to see a much bigger drop? And if you want more market breakdowns, trading setups, and videos showing how I'm using TMT and improve my trading, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. So watch this level, guys. This level, just go into indicators, and you can go EMA, and then you click on it, and then you can just change it over there. Make sure you do check this out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.